March 12, 2024, News Report 1. Bloomberg reported that on March 11, the Biden administration unveiled the 2025 fiscal budget with a total expenditure of $7.26 trillion, a 5% increase. This includes $4 billion allocated to counter China and, for the first time, a separate budget for aiding Taiwan. The defense budget stands at $895.2 billion, a 1% increase from last year, reaching a historic high. Regarding Taiwan, the budget includes $500 million in presidential authority allocations and $100 million in military aid to maintain peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait. This $100 million military aid will be disbursed through foreign military financing. Deputy Secretary of State Varma stated that this is the first time the U.S. has singled out a project for Taiwan, reaffirming America's commitment to Taiwan's security assistance and to upholding a free and open Indo-Pacific region. The budget also includes $4 billion to counter China, with $2 billion for establishing an international infrastructure fund and another $2 billion to assist Indo-Pacific nations in strengthening the rule of law and governance against China's predatory actions. Other aspects of the budget include assistance for low- and middle-income individuals to pay for housing and childcare, increased taxes for those earning over $400,000 annually, raising the corporate tax from 21% to 28%, and ensuring billionaires pay a minimum tax rate of 25%. This fiscal budget spans from October 1 of the current year to September 30 of the next and requires congressional approval. News Report 2. Bloomberg reported that on March 11, U.S. intelligence agencies submitted the 2024 Threat Assessment Report to Congress. The report indicates that China is both ambitious and anxious. It states that China has the capability to directly compete with the U.S. and its allies, attempting to change the rules-based international order to support China's surpassing of the U.S. The report also notes that the U.S. is currently facing serious demographic and economic challenges, which may make China more aggressive and unpredictable. The report warns that China may attempt to influence the 2024 U.S. election, as China seeks to reduce criticism and widen divisions in American society. While China sees the U.S. as constraining its rise, it will continue seeking opportunities to ease tensions when it believes it's in its interest. News Report 3. Taiwan Democratic Progressive Party legislator Huang Jia proposed amending the act governing relations between the people of the Taiwan area and the mainland area on March 11. She demands that mainland spouses must renounce Chinese citizenship and pledge allegiance to Taiwan before obtaining Republic of China citizenship. She also proposes that the conditions for mainland spouses to obtain Republic of China citizenship should be the same as those for other foreign spouses, including basic knowledge of the Taiwanese language and understanding of national rights and obligations. Huang suggests revoking Taiwanese household registration and deporting those who violate the law or engage in activities deemed subversive under the Anti-Infiltration Act, such as holding Chinese party or government positions, receiving instructions, donating political funds, engaging in lobbying, or campaigning. Huang emphasizes that the principle of equality should guide the amendment, ensuring mainland spouses enjoy Taiwan's free environment on equal terms with other foreign spouses. Her proposed amendment aims to uphold Taiwan's free environment. In comparison, the Kuomintang proposes reducing the period for mainland spouses to apply for Republic of China citizenship from 6 years to 4 years, aiming to accelerate the integration of Chinese spouses into Taiwanese society. Compared to the Kuomintang's proposal, Huang Jia's proposal is more persuasive as it emphasizes the principle of equality and the preservation of Taiwan's free environment. News Report 4. According to the Wall Street Journal, Taiwan's Vice President-elect Xiao Mei-chun recently made a low-profile visit to the United States to discuss the agenda of the new Taiwanese government with U.S. officials. Sources said Xiao's visit was made in a private capacity because her previous visit had drawn a reaction from China. It is still unclear which U.S. officials she met with. Following her visit to the United States, Xiao will also visit several European countries in a private capacity. The Democratic Progressive Party stated that Xiao's visit was to handle moving matters and visit her mother in the United States. Before assuming office as vice president in 2020, Lai Ching-te had also visited the United States. At that time, he attended the National Prayer Breakfast in Washington, D.C., and met with U.S. dignitaries. Gray, director of the Marshall Foundation's Indo-Pacific program, stated that China's aggression towards Taiwan is becoming increasingly severe, and all parties hope that Lai Ching-te and Xiao Mei-chin can maintain stability before taking their oath of office. He expressed gratitude to the United States and Taiwan for their efforts. News Report 5. According to Reuters, on March 12, an Indian Foreign Ministry spokesperson stated that China's opposition to Prime Minister Modi's visit to Arunachal Pradesh and other Indian regions is unreasonable. Arunachal Pradesh has always been an integral part of India, and China's protests will not change this fact. Modi visited Arunachal Pradesh on March 9 and presided over the inauguration ceremony of the Sila Tunnel. The Sila Tunnel connects Dawang in Arunachal Pradesh with Asbar in Assam. The tunnel, which cost 8.2 billion rupees to build, shortened travel time between the two places by 1 hour, enabling India to conduct faster military deployments. A Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson stated during a routine press conference on March 11 that the issue of the China-India border region remains unresolved, and China firmly opposes Modi's activities in southern Tibet and has lodged diplomatic protests with India. News Report 6. Reuters reported that the Philippine Department of Foreign Affairs issued a statement on March 12 stating that it has received proposals from China to resolve disputes in the South China Sea. However, these proposals go against Philippine national interests, violate the Philippine Constitution and international law. Therefore, the Philippines will not consider these proposals. According to the Manila Times, China submitted a total of 11 concept papers, proposing ways to manage the Renai Reef and the Scarborough Shoal. One suggestion is to default or acknowledge China's control and management of the Renai Reef. The statement from the Philippine Department of Foreign Affairs stated that the Philippines is conducting secret negotiations with the utmost sincerity. The Philippines is surprised by China's disclosure of sensitive details of their discussions. Philippine President Marcos stated last week that the Philippines will negotiate with China to resolve the South China Sea dispute, but if Philippine sovereignty and maritime rights are ignored, the Philippines will argue accordingly. News Report 7. According to Twitter reports, a hit-and-run incident occurred in Ueshio District, Guangzhou, injuring 11 people. At 9 a.m. on the day of the incident, a white private car repeatedly drove onto the non-motorized lane at Zhongshan 4th Road and Guangren Road, hitting pedestrians and parked vehicles. Witnesses said the driver seemed to intentionally drive towards pedestrians and parked vehicles and attempted to flee the scene but was arrested by the police on the spot. This incident is another major event in China following the car accidents on March 1 in Dezhou, Shandong, and March 8 in Changsha, Hunan. News Report 8. China Central Television reported that on March 11, a collapse occurred in the underground coal bunker of the Taoyuan Xinlong coal mine in Shaanxi province, resulting in 5 deaths and 2 people missing. The underground coal bunker is a temporary storage place for coal, and excessive accumulation of coal can easily cause collapses, burying miners. China's coal mines have always had safety issues, and Taoyuan Xinlong coal mine is no exception. In 2021, Taoyuan Xinlong coal mine was fined 60,000 yuan for violations. Last year, it was accused of illegally occupying land and had 90 million yuan in assets frozen. On March 5 this year, it was fined 20,000 yuan for overloading. On the same day, a gas explosion occurred at the Xiaqiao coal mine in Chuzhou City, Anhui Province, causing 7 deaths, with 2 people still trapped underground. News Report 9. Hong Kong activist Agnes Chow recently gave an interview to TV Tokyo. Chow stated that when she applied to study abroad with the Hong Kong police in 2023, the police asked her to act as a spy and collect information on overseas civil rights activists. At the time, Chow refused the police's request, but they threatened her, saying she would not be able to go abroad if she did not act as a spy, which made her very scared. Chow also revealed that when she applied to study abroad, the Hong Kong police conducted a detailed investigation into her, including her family, friends, place of residence, income, participation in political organizations, and political contacts. The experiences of the past 3 or 4 years have made her understand the importance of freedom, and she hopes to be able to speak her mind in the future, let the world understand the current situation in Hong Kong, and let the world know that Hong Kong has lost its fair elections and the freedom to protest against the government. Chow called on people around the world, including young people in Japan, not to take freedom for granted. News Report 10. The Taiwan Centers for Disease Control stated that the Wuhan pneumonia epidemic in Taiwan is at its peak. There were 408 new confirmed cases last week, with 60 deaths. The youngest death was a boy who died 5 days after being diagnosed. The boy had not been infected with the virus before and had not been vaccinated. The CDC stated that the increase in outdoor activities during the Spring Festival and the 228 Memorial Day holidays, coupled with the recent cold weather, has led to the peak of the Wuhan pneumonia and influenza epidemics. The main virus strains circulating in Taiwan are the J1 variant strain, followed by the BA2 and EG variant strains. It is expected that this wave of the Wuhan pneumonia epidemic will not ease until after the Qingming Festival in early April. According to official sources, Taiwan began administering the latest Wuhan pneumonia vaccine in September 2023, and children over 6 months old can receive it.